Now, if you're anything like me, there'll be lots of activities that you're dying to try or challenges that you'd like to set yourself but have never got round to doing. And sometimes it's just a case of finding the right people to do them with. Stephen Sutherland is from the Manchester Social Adventure Network Social Circle, which arranges a variety of activities from wine tasting to salsa to theatre trips. He's just completed the 3 Peak Challenge with the group in aid of Bowel Cancer UK, and he joins us. A very warm welcome to you.
Thank you very much.
So it's a group set up for people of all ages to get out and about doing different activities together.
All ages, all capabilities, to do a vast array, as you said, of different events right across Manchester.
And it was set up because you were new to the city and that gave you some ideas.
Well, yeah, I just spent 5 years travelling 3 times around the world and I arrived in Manchester and falling into the categories of working on the road doing sales, working from home. All my best mates are in in Perth in Scotland, and I'm very active. I enjoy being out. Now, when you're travelling and doing the Inca Trail in Peru or the Lost City Tour in Colombia or all these excursions in Australia, Fraser Island, etc., you're organising doing that as part of a tour, as part of a package. And they're immensely good fun doing as part of a group with like-minded people on that particular event. So it became quite frustrating being in Manchester and wanting to enjoy what's on offer in Wales and the Lake District and the Peak District, what's on Manchester's doorstep, but having basically not a network enabled to, in order to do that with.
It's a great idea. How long did it take you to find the like-minded people and bring the group together?
Well, that's really evolved by itself because word of mouth is a very powerful tool from that perspective, and it was just a simple case of handing out flyers, putting out some emails, and people then started...
Were you surprised by the response and how quickly it came?
It was. It's really rapidly became very quickly that we used to offer a calendar of events that range, as I say, from some of the events that you mentioned earlier, which were maybe 7 or 8 a month. Now we have over 50 events a month, getting all across, including what we've just managed to challenge, which
so
is
we go as sort of low activity as wine tasting and as high activity as the 3 Peaks.
That can be high activity as
it can
well,
be,
wine
depends,
tasting.
yeah, well, it can be for
believe me.
Believe me, the women on the tables at the end are...
We've got some pictures, I think,
activity.
of one of the activities that you've just had of the Peak Challenge. But as you say, it's very varied, isn't it? It's not necessarily, you don't have to be that physically fit to join the
network. There they are, the Merry Band of Travellers. Yeah. Oh, under canvas now, you see, I'll have to do some persuading for Mrs Crane if canvas is involved there.
There's team building there. But there was even a girl at the top who was on her hen, top of Ben Nevis, doing our hen do up there. So,
what would you say to cynics, this might sound a bit mean, who would say that groups like this are for people who perhaps aren't very good at making friends themselves outside of groups like that?
What I would say is that these individuals probably are one-track minded, they lack confidence themselves to go out and try something new. Social Circle there is purely there to help you expand and enhance your social life. For those people
not create your social life.
No.
You have a social life already and it expands.
Absolutely.
And are people who join your circle, do they suggest events, or is it all suggested by the organisation back to them?
That's the great thing, you know, from the perspective of we've got lots of hosts, lots of people who can actually recommend lots of different events, because I'm only one person who's virtually a newcomer to Manchester, but all these different networks of people have tried lots of events that make their calendar so active and varied.
Terrific. Newcomer to Manchester, but I bet you got more mates than I have.
They're customers.
Been here for years. Nice to meet you.
And yourself.